In the spring of 1940, with the outbreak of World War II, England, once known as the empire on which the sun never set, was steadily retreating under the onslaught of the German army. The situation was growing increasingly dire. During this turbulent time, a young aristocrat named Adrian, despite his parents' strong opposition, made the resolute decision to join the Royal Navy of Britain, becoming a young ensign. During a landing operation, Adrian was sent to the front lines in France, facing the German army's fierce attacks. The British forces suffered heavy casualties, and one by one, his comrades fell. Adrian was filled with fear and despair. Just as he was panicking, a bullet pierced his lower abdomen, causing excruciating pain. By coincidence, the same bullet also struck a female nurse in the abdomen at the rear. In the midst of the bombardment and life-and-death moments, brave comrades successfully rescued them. Fortunately, after receiving timely treatment, both of them survived. After a period of recovery, Adrian and the nurse were discharged from the hospital. However, fate was not yet done with them. Shortly afterward, the nurse began experiencing severe vomiting. At first, she thought it was just a side effect from the abdominal surgery and didn't pay much attention to it. But months later, she was shocked to discover that she was pregnant, her abdomen gradually swelling. In a hurry, she went to the hospital for an examination, and the result was like a thunderclap. The doctor told her she was already 6 months pregnant. She couldn't understand, questioning the doctor. How is this possible? I'm still a virgin. However, the truth was as magical as it seemed. The news of the pregnancy was utterly shocking. Months later, a mysterious boy was born. To this day, the nurse still doesn't know who his father is. The battle had left Adrian permanently infertile. Day after day, he drowned his sorrows in alcohol, living alone in the luxurious family estate, with a heart full of loss and confusion. Until one day, a doctor accompanied the nurse and her 1-year-old son to Adrian's home. The doctor spoke seriously. There was once a happy bullet that pierced the source of your life, carrying the genes of love, crossing the smoke of time and war, and penetrated this nurse's ovary, ultimately giving birth to this miracle of life. Adrian was stunned upon hearing this. He thought he had heard wrong and couldn't help but scratch his head, feeling that this was nothing short of a fantasy. However, when he checked the medical records, tears of excitement welled up in his eyes. He had never imagined that after losing his ability to father children, fate would use such a method to give him a new life. It was indeed that happy bullet that had created this miracle. Adrian tightly embraced the mother and child, and the joy and shock in his heart were indescribable. From then on, his life underwent a dramatic change, bringing him a new happiness that was his own. This story makes one feel the wonder and unpredictability of life. As the ancient saying goes, life is full of strange encounters, and there is no story without a twist. Every seemingly insignificant detail may hide a turning point in fate. Everything Adrian experienced also makes us re-examine the mysteries and uncertainties of fate and life. The earth does not belong to us. We merely borrow it. Galileo's famous quote reminds us that the trajectory of life often exceeds our control, and the forces of fate and nature frequently catch us off guard. Only with humility and reverence can we better respect life and cherish every moment of connection with nature. If you wish to use English short stories to learn English, I recommend you read this set of books. It contains numerous stories and essays, which should assist you in learning more effectively.